Hello, South Valley Middle School current sixth graders, future seventh graders for the school year 2016-2017. Mr. Earhart here with,
Mrs. Hall?
and we're going to talk to you guys about your course enrollment steps for next year. So please pay attention, if you will, to this presentation, and we will get you started with what you need to know.
So first things first, let's talk about your required classes. You have, everyone has to take English language arts, math, science, and social studies. You also have to take PE and health, computers, and math applications.
As you know from going to school here in sixth grade, there are 8 total periods throughout the day, so that you have 4 semesters worth of electives that you need to cover. That's 2 full periods or 4 semesters worth of electives.
There are some full year optional elective classes that you can take. Those include cadet band, orchestra 7, and choir that is year long. If you should be a student that's interested in taking choir year long, you will have to meet with Mrs. Porterfield for a placement meeting.
There are also a series of semester electives to choose from. Those only meet for half a year and include art, Broadway or bust, a different version of choir that is just a semester long, facts, industrial technology, the GTT Project Lead the Way curriculum, design and modeling, and speech and debate. The design and modeling class is different GTT course from what you took as sixth graders.
So this just gives you an example of what your schedule might look like if you are a student who's interested in taking band, orchestra, or choir, which takes up a full year of your elective choices. And then you can see that if you do take a full year elective class, you would have 2 more semester choices to fill up.
If you are interested in taking band or orchestra as well as a full year of choir, you would not have any semester electives on your schedule next year, other than computers and apps.
This is just another example of what your schedule might include if you are a student who is not interested in taking band or orchestra or a full year choir. If you are a student that is not interested in those classes, you would get to choose 4 total semester electives.
Now that you have that information, we're going to talk to you about what to do so that we can make sure we get your information that you want. So everybody in their social studies class is going to receive an enrollment form. As a seventh grader, yours will be yellow. It will look something similar like this. Now, on the back of your enrollment form will be course descriptions of all the classes that we just talked about. So if you can't remember what the subject matter of one of the classes was, please reference that. Or you may speak to a department teacher for questions.
So on the first part of this sheet, you can see that we need to know your full name. It's really important that you put your full name down so that we can make sure that we know which students we are working with. The other piece that you want to fill out is your gender. As you know, gym here at our building is separated by gender, and so this just gives us another way to check and make sure that we put you in the right gym class. You can see that we need a phone number. Ideally, if we have any questions about your sheet, we want to be able to contact your parent or guardian and ask them follow-up questions. Same thing for an email. Ideally, we need a parent email address so that we can follow up if we have any questions. Lastly, you can see in the top right-hand corner, there's a box that says, please mark your school. If you are going to mark South Valley Middle School as your school that you're going to be coming to next year. If there are circumstances to where you might not be coming to our building, please mark the appropriate school.
Down at the bottom, this is where you give us your information on the electives that you're interested in. On the left, we ask that you rank from 1 to 7 all the electives, with 1 being the class that is your favorite choice and 7 being the class that is your least preferred. Regardless of whether you want any full year classes, please rank 1 to 7 all of those classes. Then on the right, you are going to circle any classes that you wish to take. These classes are year-long classes. You do not have to take any of them if you don't want, or you may take 2 of them if you want. For instance, if you want band, circle most students in 7th grade will take cadet band, or choir 7, 8, or orchestra 7. There is an option to take orchestra and cadet band in 7th grade, even if you didn't take it in 8th grade. If you are interested in that, even if you didn't take it in 6th grade, even if you are interested in that, you may do so. We will just talk to you about the details that you need to follow up with in terms of talking to Mr. Stanley or Mrs. Savela. Lastly, at the bottom, there is a portion for a parent signature. We ask that you take this home and review this information with them and get them to sign this to indicate that you have talked with them about your elective class choices.
Once you take your sheet home and talk with your parent or guardian, you are going to have your parent sign it, as Mr. Earhart shared, and then you're going to bring your form back to your social studies teacher. Again, you're going to return your form to your social studies teacher. Mr. Earhart and I will then be coming to visit social studies classes on Thursday, February 25th, to collect the information that you've put down on your yellow sheet in Power School. This is just going to be the best way that we can make sure we gather all of your information and all of your preferences for your 7th grade year.
Thanks so much, South Valley 6th graders, for listening. We hope that you're excited about the upcoming year, and we look forward to another great year. Thanks a lot.